Hello, everybody. Happy World Autism Awareness Month to everyone. My name is Asha Sreedhar, and I'm going to talk about my life story. Next slide, please. Here are the contents of my life story. There will be an introduction along with childhood times in Africa. And then the other slides will be talking about my childhood, adolescence times in US, where I did my schooling, college, and employment journey. The other slides will be about my journey in India, where I did software testing courses, and I joined Enable India and SAP Labs for employment training. After that, I will be talking about my personal life, hobbies and interests, vision in life, and message to all. Next slide, please. Here's an introduction. This is Asha Sreedhar. I was born in Blantyre, Malawi, a country located in South Central Africa. And the photo is of me when I was a small kid in Africa. Okay, here's a description about my childhood times in Africa, along with the photo. I did my early education at a private school in Malawi, which was a British education system. I participated in many extracurricular activities like sports, swimming, country dancing, theater, arts, drama, young farmers club, and art. The school staff and kids were very accepting, encouraging, and supportive despite my disability. I got diagnosed at age 4 when I started preschool, but no one knew what was the disability since there was no autism awareness at that time. Afterwards, I left Africa and migrated to US for a better life. Next slide, please. Here's the slide about my childhood and adolescence times in US. I migrated to US and continued my education, which was an American school system. I had a hard time adjusting as kids in school were very different. School helped me out by providing speech therapy sessions and special education help. I used to participate in many activities like softball, basketball, cross country, Spanish club, and HOSA, Health Occupation Students of America. I learned American Sign Language in school. And then during my high school years, I used to volunteer in a hospital for different departments. I learned driving in high school and got my driver's license. After that, I graduated high school and enrolled myself in a college. These two photos are of my adolescence and my high school photo. Next slide, please. College times in US. I started going to college and I graduated Pi Theta Kappa highest honors. In the Pi Theta Kappa Honor Society, I used to do a lot of volunteer work in the college, like Habitat for Humanities, building houses, Minis and Friends, raising money for the miniature horses, Helping Hands feeding homeless in the downtown area, and at a hospital spending time with patients. I also did volunteer work at another hospital. I graduated from college with a major in office administration with a medical administrative assistant specialization. The courses were a little tough, but I managed with getting tutoring and help from the professors. In the college, the professors and staff were very supportive and helpful. And this is a photo of myself when I was in college. Next slide, please. Employment life in US. After graduating from college, I had a hard time finding employment due to recession and with being a new graduate without work experience. I worked in a few hospitals and doctors' clinics doing administrative tasks, but I had a hard time sustaining employment due to multitasking and extensive customer service interaction. Next slide, please. So this is the slide about my software testing course and internship. My parents decided to move back to India and took me along. I enrolled myself for a software testing course along with an internship at the company. It was a one-on-one session and the staff gave me good training. I completed the course and internship with 2 certificates. Next slide, please. Enable India Life and Training. I started looking for jobs around India, and when I tried to call the companies and explain that I have autism, they were extremely rude and slammed the phone down on me. With my aunt's help, she found an organization called Enable India and told me to enroll there for the training program. I was in the second batch and only female with 9 boys. It was fun and we were like a family. The training was good and interesting. I got selected for SAP Labs. These 2 photos, the first one is where I was at Enable India for training. Second one was our convocation day photo. Next slide, please. And then SAP Labs work life. I joined SAP Labs as a quality associate in July 2015. The journey is going very smoothly and nicely. My manager, mentor, and colleagues are very amiable, concerned, helpful, encouraging, and supportive. I practice yoga twice a week with my other Autism at Work colleagues under guidance of our mentor, Karthik. I have written a lot of blogs and given speeches at Autism at Work events. I also got to host the Autism at Work Summit in 2018. The first photo is our convocation day photo at SAP Labs, and the second photo is of me practicing yoga with the other colleagues. Next slide, please. Personal life. I am part of the ECA Educational Charitable Trust as an advisory board member. I am part of Rotary Abilities Club in Bangalore. I like to go out for volunteer work activities with my mom to spread about autism awareness and give advice to parents of autistic children. This photo is of me when I was hosting India Inclusion Summit in November 2019. Next slide, please. My hobbies and interests. My hobbies are I love reading different novels, and I like to watch different movies on Netflix, like English and foreign films with subtitles, listening to music. My interests are traveling to different countries and new places, photography, eating different cuisines on weekends like Chinese, Vietnamese, Japanese, etc., learning new foreign languages, animals, and wildlife. This photo is of me reading on the balcony in my apartment. Next slide, please. My vision in life is I want to continue working in SAP Labs. I hope to become CEO of the company. I also want to lead an independent life. I want to help in spreading more autism awareness around the world and also in communities, workplaces, organizations, rural areas, fishing towns, schools, and colleges. I want to educate more about autism awareness since there's still no understanding about it. Next slide, please. Message to all. Everyone must be accepting and respectful towards individuals with autism. They must give them more opportunities, encouragement, and support. Individuals with autism are very talented, smart, and display good attention to detail skills. More organizations and companies must open the door for individuals with autism so that no one gets left out. Next slide, please. Thank you for watching. My email ID is asha.sreedhar@sap.com. Thank you.